My name is Rolf Held. I am the local Methodist minister here in Messstetten and in Albstadt-Ebingen, a town 10 kilometers from here. And I was a pastor in a rural church here, very quiet. We enjoyed doing the things one did in Germany, drinking a beer, watching football, celebrating services on Sunday and caring for about our own thing. And then last year we got the news that the army barracks here in Messstetten, which had been empty for a year, were going to take in refugees. They promised us a maximum of 1,000 refugees in a town of approximately 6,000 inhabitants. Yes, and now we have just over 3,500 refugees in this small little town. And it's been a very interesting process to see how the population reacts to it. This is a very rural place, far away from the big cities. They've never seen much of the big wild world around them, and now it's dropped right in front of their doorstep. They've risen to the challenge. There's over 150 people doing voluntary work here, and the administration would never be able to cope without the people doing voluntary work. We're having interesting conversations with the refugees coming in. People are very different. We have mainly people from Syria, from Iraq, from Iran, Afghanistan, to a lesser degree from Eritrea in Africa. And we try to get to know the people, listen to their stories, find out how long it took them to get here, why they left home, what they experienced at home. Some of the experiences have been very harrowing and difficult to take in. And we found that we've met a lot of great people here. We have most of the people coming here are Muslims. We found they are very open. They come to our Christian services in our local Methodist church. A lot of them want to find out, what do Christians do? They come in. We do not try to convert each other. We try to speak with each other, share our faith, let each other know what we believe in and how we wish to live our faith. So we've been getting along very well. We've been finding that the refugees coming here are very, very helpful. We have a lady in our church. She has MS. She can hardly walk anymore. And she got befriended with some people from Iran. They washed her car, they painted her house, they fixed up her garden, they've packed up her cellar. They've come every day to see if they can help her. We've had this kind of helpfulness throughout the whole year. It's been an incredible experience how these people want to give back a little of what we try to convey to them. Go to university. The university doesn't cost anything, but you have to pay rent and you have to pay for your food, and that is something you have to pay for yourself, right? But you do not have to pay to study at university, because education is everybody's right. Right at the beginning, when we heard the refugees were coming, some neo-Nazis moved into town to convince us that it wasn't a good idea. The people in town sent them packing. They didn't want to have anything to do with them. They found absolutely no one to take their prospect, to take their flyers. Nobody was interested in what they were saying. In the first meeting here, when our Minister for Integration came to explain the situation, the first two people who got up in the meeting and were very critical about the refugees were booed down. They didn't have a chance. And most of the people in town just asked questions like, how are we going to take care of the kids? Do they have a place to play in? Can we take them out for little trips to the woods to show them the country they've come into? What about the medical checkup? Are the people going to be taken care of as far as health is concerned? And we've had donations of clothing for the people here. We've had to shut down the barracks twice already because it's just overfull. People are packing their stuff out there, bringing it here. And if you look around and see all the kids playing around here, children who couldn't play in Syria because of the firing, the bombs and everything, they are unconcerned here. They are playing like children should play. And where you feel all right.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank
Yes?
you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
We are expecting about 1.5 million refugees in Germany, in a country which is heavily overpopulated anyway, which doesn't make it exactly easy. It's fantastic the way people have responded in Germany, but there are more critical people coming now saying, how many people can we take in? And the interesting thing is that the anger is not turning towards the refugees, the anger is turning towards the European neighbours, because they're simply not prepared to carry their share of the burden. They profit by German financial help, they profit by economic development in the European Union, but when it comes to sharing burdens, I'm afraid that they're very nationalistic, and it's not helping in the least. Exactly. Yes. If we respect each other, then we can live with each other. Yes, right. Mm-hmm. Helping the refugees here was an ecumenical project right from the start, and it was quite clear to us that we were not going to attempt to convert all these people to Christianity. The majority of people coming are Muslims, but we wanted to give them basic Christian ideals. And the basic Christian idea we are trying to convey is to love our neighbors, we love ourselves, to give a little comfort and warmth for people or to people coming into a country they don't know, coming into a mentality they don't know. You have to remember, if you look at this in the States, Germany is not a multicultural country, it is a monocultural country. And people have to learn to cope with a situation which is totally strange to them. So what we're trying to do is to reach out to people at the fringes, and here we have people coming in. They're here for 3 to 6 weeks before they are transferred to towns and villages within the state of Baden-Württemberg. And if they want us to, we try to set up connections for them at their new place so that they are not left alone, but there are people there to take care of them. This is reaching out, as John Wesley said, to the people at the fringes, to the people who need our help.